Hi, second grade, Mrs. Houts here, and welcome to math class. Today is Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. Our big question for today is, how do you write 3-digit numbers using words? So we have practiced writing 2-digit numbers using words, but now we're adding the hundreds place. Please open your math book to page 77. That's this page. Page 77. 7 tens, 7 ones. And let's complete this listen and draw section together. It says, write the missing numbers in the chart. Then find and circle the word form of these numbers. So pause the video to take a moment to fill in the missing numbers. You can count going this way, going horizontally, count in order, adding one every time, or you can go vertically up and down if that makes sense for you to look at the ones place that stays the same. So pause the video to fill the numbers in and unpause when you're ready to go over it. Okay, so I'm just going to count and fill it in as I count. Ready? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So counting and saying all of those out loud can help you to think about how we would write these numbers in word form. So now we're going to read the numbers in word form at the bottom and circle the number in your boxes. So first we have 41. Look for that number and circle. Next we have 92. So this chart only goes up to 60. So I don't know if the textbook made an error or if they wanted us to see it's not on there, but 92 isn't on there. We can write it right next to it, 92. 14. Find it and circle it. 11. Find and circle. 35. Find and circle. 46. Find and circle. 53. 29. It's right there, next to 28. And last, 52, right next to the 53 that we circled. So this is good review for us because today we will be adding hundreds onto these words. So instead of just saying 41, we might say 241. So we're going to write bigger words since they're 3 digits, and all of these are 2 digits. Math talk. Describe how to use words to write the number with the 5 in the tens place and a 7 in the ones place. So remember, we can draw a T-chart and label it tens and ones. So 5 in the tens place and a 7 in the ones place. This number, when we read it, says 57. And when we write it, it's just like that. 50, and then a dash, 7. That's how we write it. When we read it, we wouldn't say dash. We would just read it as 57. Look at the top of the next page at the model and draw box. It says, you can use words to write 3-digit numbers. First, look at the hundreds digit. Then, look at the tens digit and ones digit together. So notice how in this example, 245, the 2, they made it a different color so it stands out for us. So that 2 is worth 200. So just like how we say it, 200, that is how we'd write it. So they have 200. But then the ones in the tens place, we write it together as one number, 45. Same thing over here. We look at the hundreds place and we have 700. And we look at the ones in the tens place together, 13. So we would say 713. Right below that, we have our share and show box. The directions say, write the number using words. So first, look at the number and say that number out loud. That will help guide you to figure out how to write this number in words. So number 1, 506. So notice we look at the hundreds place first. And that's what we'll write first, 500. Then we look at the tens and ones place together, and we only have 6. So 506. Remember, you can pause the video at any time. Number 2. How would we say this? 189. So first we write that number for the hundreds place. 100. Then we look at the ones and tens together and we see that it's 89. So we write 80. We put a dash, 9. 189. Number 3. How would we say this one out loud? 328. So we write that hundreds place first. 300. And then we look at our ones and tens place together. 28. 20 dash 8. So we would read this one out loud as 328. Now right below that, we have 4 problems that have the number already written in word form. We have to write the number now in its standard form. So looking at number 4, try to read this out loud. Take a moment. That's right. 400. So we're at a 4. 15. We can remember 15 looks like this. So now we've written that number in 2 different ways. Number 5. 200. So we can write a 2. 91. So 90 tells us that there's a 9 in the tens place. 1 tells us that there's a 1 in the ones place. 291. And if you want to take your crayons and underline or highlight over, like how I'm doing, if that helps you to see the hundreds and then the tens in the ones place, go for it. Pause the video and get your crayons. Number 6. Try to read this one out loud. 600. So let's start with a 6. 3. So we just have 3 there, which tells us there's nothing in the tens place. So we put a 0. And then in the ones place, we see that we have 3. Number 7. Try to read this one out loud. 800. So we'd put an 8 in the hundreds place. 47. 47. Remember, that will be our tens and our ones place. So 40 right here tells us that we have 4 tens. And then 7, we have 7 in the ones place. 847. To practice what you just learned, please complete page P33 in your practice workbook. So you'll have 6 problems at the top that you have to read the number and try your best to write the number. 2 problems where you write the number using words. And then a problem-solving word problem. You do not have to do page P34 because I have a little activity for you to do on Seesaw after you complete this workbook page. Thank you, 2nd grade.